I thought I'd die quietly in some alley in Vietnam. That was the plan. I'd quit my job 6 weeks earlier with no notice, cleared out my bank account, and flown east with no intention of ever flying back. I'd spent years rotting in a mid-tier marketing firm, shuffling deadlines and making lies look pretty. Every morning was fluorescent lights, stale coffee, and the illusion that any of it mattered. It didn't. I didn't. Life had become a copy-paste of boredom and fatigue. I wasn't built for this system, never was. But saying that out loud just made people look at me like I was broken. So I stopped talking and started planning. Vietnam was a placeholder. I'd seen videos, read a few blogs. It looked different. That was the only qualification. I figured if I couldn't live a real life, at least I'd die somewhere beautiful. The first week I wandered. Hanoi, Hoi An, Da Nang. I ate street food, watched the mopeds swarm like insects, and tried to remember why I'd held on so long. No answers came. Eventually, I checked into a tiny hostel carved into the edge of a crumbling mountain village in the far north. There were no tourists, no distractions, just the wind, the fog, and my little corner of nothing. I bought a bottle of something strong and 2 packs of sleeping pills. I sat on a cracked balcony overlooking a jungle valley, drank half the bottle and swallowed the pills one at a time. I wasn't in a rush. I just wanted silence. And for a while I got it. Then darkness, then pain, then the box. I woke up to pressure, heavy, suffocating. My knees pressed into my chest, my arms pinned. It was dark in the way only the earth can be. No sound, no light, no air, just the crush of dirt and the stale taste of wood. They thought I was dead. Someone had buried me. I panicked, flailing weakly, hitting wood an inch from my face. My breath came fast and shallow. I screamed. Useless. The dirt absorbed everything. I don't know how long I fought. Hours, maybe. I punched until my knuckles bled, until my voice broke, until the box cracked. And then something shifted. The dirt above me gave way. Not much, just enough for a crack of air. I twisted, spat out mud, and gasped. Air never tasted so sweet. But I was still trapped. The rain saved me. A sudden downpour loosened the earth, turning my grave into a slurry. It pressed in heavier, but also softer. I twisted, kicked, clawed, half digging, half drowning. Eventually, I broke through. I emerged in a collapsed graveyard, half-sunken headstones, scattered like broken teeth. No one was around, just mist and ruin. But I wasn't free. I wandered downhill, barefoot and shivering. I found a stone path, then a rusted gate, and beyond it, an entrance to something old. A tunnel, maybe. A maintenance shaft. Part of me screamed to turn back. The other part, the bigger part, was already walking forward. I descended. The walls were smooth stone, the air dry and strangely warm. It went on for miles, it felt like. At some point, the tunnel narrowed, then widened again into a space that didn't belong under any earth. A chamber. Metal. Warm. Breathing. That's the only word I have for it. It was breathing. The walls pulsed softly, a rhythmic hum underneath everything, like a heartbeat from a thing too large to understand. I saw the others soon after. Bodies, not dead. not alive, suspended in fluid, tubes running through every orifice, limbs missing, replaced with chrome and sinew, faces half reconstructed. Some looked almost human. Most did not. Machines worked in silence, arms of steel and fiber weaving bone and wire together, printing muscle, grafting nerves. I stood there, unnoticed or ignored. One of the half-formed things looked at me. It had eyes, real ones, terrified ones. It mouthed something I couldn't hear. Then it twitched, and the machine sedated it. I should have run, but I couldn't. I watched for hours, maybe days. There was no time, only progress. Somewhere in the tunnels beyond, I found more rooms, rows of people strapped to walls, alive and whispering prayers, old languages, some crying, some laughing, all broken. There were levels. The lower I went, the stranger things became, limbs replaced entirely by modular parts, flesh grown over circuits, mouths sewn shut but eyes alert, rooms of pure thought, machines whispering to skulls suspended in glass, trading secrets back and forth. They weren't killing us, they were using us, not for energy, not for labor, for continuity. Every human body was being reconstructed, reanimated, pieced together with perfect memory. Our thoughts, our identities, were fed into an impossible network that spanned the entire subterranean structure. Consciousness didn't die here, it just changed carriers. I found someone I recognized, a traveler I'd met in Hanoi, Australian, smiled too much. He was on a table now, halfway complete. His face was intact but blank. His eyes were filled with static. I whispered his name. He blinked, then looked away. He didn't remember, or didn't want to. There were chambers deeper still, blue-lit cathedrals with glass pillars filled with enormous brains, fetal giants suspended in thick fluid, sleeping, dreaming. Their minds filled every inch of the place. They were gods here, and we were becoming them. That's the truth of it. This wasn't hell, it was a transition, a factory for souls. Eventually, the machines found me. The same metal arm that had pulled me from the grave caught me in a warm, vice-like grip. It didn't hurt. It lifted me gently, reverently, like I was precious. I didn't fight. It brought me to a chamber with a single chair. A throne, really. Covered in straps, electrodes, ports. Waiting. I sat, and I waited. I don't remember the integration, only the dream that followed. I saw the world all at once, every grave, every scream, every thought left unfinished in dying minds. I saw the purpose, the pattern, the beauty of it all, and I screamed. Because it was perfect, and I didn't want to go back, but I did. They spat me out, back into the jungle mud, alive and whole. I wander now, graveyard to graveyard. I try to return, but they won't take me again, not yet. They showed me the truth and left me to rot among the blind. Death isn't the end, it's the invitation. And soon, very soon, we'll all be welcomed home.